Hey y'all, it's HansETX. Welcome back. We've got a huge scope review today. And when I say huge, and the reason why I say huge, we've got two. We are reviewing two of the AGM Rattlers, the TS25 and the TS35. The reason why we're combining both of these reviews together is there's so many things that are exactly alike pretty much. There's a few of the specifications that are different, and there's many of them that are the same. So we're going to run down the specs. You're going to be seeing video, side-by-side video through the TS25 and the TS35, the Rattlers. You're also going to be, you got to see just a while ago some of the hunts with it, just the first hunts of taking it out. Been hunting with these optics now for a while. I know that you can, if you're interested in purchasing the Rattler TS25 or 35, you can always call Outdoor Legacy Gear, 877-350-1818, or you can, probably the easiest way to check it out is on the website, outdoorlegacygear.com. Go check us out. We've got all night vision and thermal optics there. And if you haven't done so, check out the podcast, The Late Night Vision Show. You can find it right here on YouTube. So after watching this video, hop on over there, search The Late Night Vision Show. It'll pop up. We've got 156 episodes, 3 years now. So go check that out, The Late Night Vision Show. So AGM Rattler TS25 and TS35. If you're looking at these things side by side, you can't even tell the difference. I mean, they look identical. The only way you could really tell is the objective lens size. So we're going to run through the specs as we do that. I'm going to tell you the yardages, the ID ranges. You're going to get to see some animals at different yardages, so you can kind of get an estimate for yourself. If you have a question, just comment to this video. As always, happy to help you. You can even talk to me personally if you want to call the 877 number, 877-350-1818, and you got questions about the Rattler, just call and ask for Hans. If you're interested in purchasing it, you have questions about it, you can call and talk to me directly. Use these many hours out in the field with testing it. So the specs, and then we're going to do the walk around. The specs, both, and I'm going to tell you the common specifications between the scopes first, and then I'll move into the differences. So the common specs are, both of them are 384 by 288 thermal resolution. Both of them 17 microns, 8 times digital zoom, picture-in-picture display. They both have 4 different color modes. They do have internal video recording, but no audio. So just so you know, the audio that you're hearing on this video was synced up with a cell phone. They do have, both of them have Wi-Fi that you can download an app. I heard that the app is really good, very stable, can get videos off very quickly. And they both run on two CR123 batteries, and they get about 4 hours of runtime. If you want extended battery life, you can have an external battery pack. There's a cable that comes in the box. You can plug it in the external battery pack, and that'll give you some more runtime. A simple battery pack, the same thing that you would use to charge your cell phone. And they're both very small. I mean, they both of them weigh about a pound, a little over a pound. I mean, just a fraction over a pound. The differences and the different specs, obviously the objective lens on the TS25 is a 25 millimeter. On the TS35, it's a 35 millimeter. So you can see the difference in the objective lens size, and really that's the only, I guess, noticeable difference when you're looking at the two optics. On the TS25, the Rattler, the base magnification is 1.5 power, and on the TS35, it is 2.14 power. So that's base magnification. The field of view on the TS25 is 78 feet at 100 yards. And on the TS35, it's 52.5 feet at 100 yards. So field of view, you're looking at 100 yards. That's how wide your field of view is from corner or from side to side of the screen. On the TS25, 78 feet. On the TS35, 52.5 feet. And the detection range on the TS25 is 964 yards. On the TS35, it's 1,350 yards. So doing a walk around in the scope, just so I don't have to sit there and hold both scopes up, I'm going to hold up the TS35. Like you said, this thing, they both look exactly the same. First thing I want to address is the mount. You may have seen pictures on the box. You may see a picture of a mount that has 2 throw levers. This mount right here has 1 throw lever. And this is the way that it was always intended to be. This is an American Defense Manufacturing mount, very good, high quality mount, but it doesn't look like the mount that's on the box. And that may concern some people. It might, people might have questions about it. I've heard some people question about it. The one throw lever mount is the way it was always intended to be. Don't be concerned. Don't be alarmed. This American Defense Manufacturing mount is all you need with the one throw lever. And for people that feel like they may be concerned that one throw lever isn't enough to secure the scope and to keep it zeroed, I want to remind a lot of people out there are very high-end optics out there that are using American Defense Manufacturing mounts with one throw lever. Scopes that range between $6,000 and $10,000 that you buy the optic. It comes with a scope, and that it comes with a mount, and that mount only has one throw lever on the American Defense Manufacturing mount. So whatever you saw on the box, whatever you may have seen in the past, when you buy this scope now, it will come with the American Defense Manufacturing mount with the one throw lever. Again, that's the way it was intended to be. That's the way it's supposed to be. This is the preferred way. I like it much better. It's a smaller mount, less of a footprint on the rifle. This thing will bolt to ARs. I had it mounted on an AR, a 6.5 Grendel, but you can put it on a bolt gun. I've seen it mounted on a bolt gun, which allows it to sit further back if you want to. This mount is perfect. It's all you need. It's a great value for this optic. So let's talk about the price real quick. On the TS25, it's just a hair under $2,000. I think it's like $1,995. The TS35 is just a hair under $2,500, so $2,495. $1,995, $2,495. Great features that are included in with these optics for the money. And when I say features, I'm talking about the fact that it comes automatically with the American Defense Manufacturing mount. So there's a value of $200, sometimes $250. So that is included in with it. And both optics come with internal video recording. That's a feature that a lot of people are more attracted to. They're, people want to share their videos on social media, and it's a good, a good feature that comes with it. So you're getting both of those features included in with both models. So you got the rubber eye cup right here, viewfinder screen. On the side here, you've got a little screw that lifts up this hatch where your two CR123 batteries go into. Also right here is your plug port for your USB-C plug that goes into there. The eye cup, love the eye cup. Plastic eye cup snaps and secures very securely. You've got your front diopter, your objective lens focus right here. The TS25 also has the focusable objective lens. That's huge for a $2,000 scope, for a $2,500 scope, to be able to focus the lens. It allows you to get the tightest, most crisp picture that you can possibly get. The eyepiece diopter focus, if you wear glasses or corrective lenses, that's what's going to allow you to be able to have the clearest picture possible. That way, you can actually use this and not have to wear glasses in some cases. And then pretty much that's it. I mean, you got the mount, QD, return to zero mount, quick release, one of the best mounts on the market, I think. So a great value for the money. Getting into ranges, as you know, the TS25, it said that the ID range was a hair under, 1,000 yards. On the TS35, it was a little over 1,300 yards. I would say the ID ranges on this, for the TS25, it's going to be around, I'd say at 200 yards, maybe 250 yards in certain situations. With the TS35, I think you're going to get about 50 to 100 yards more ID range. So this could be, if this is 200 and 250, I'd say this is about, could be anywhere from 250 to 350, depending on the conditions of the night. But those are pretty conservative numbers. You may be able to ID further in some cases, depending on the layout of the land. If you're on a big hill and you're overlooking a valley and there's, it's nice conditions, low humidity, that kind of stuff, you may be able to ID an animal further. You may be an expert at hunting and you could tell the difference between a domestic dog and an ID, a regular dog at 400 or 500 yards, just by the way it moves, which is what a lot of what we do when we're IDing animals, just taking a look at how how the animals move around and maneuver. That gives you a good idea of what the animal actually is. So we've gone through the ID ranges. We've gone through the walk around of the scope. You've taken a look at videos. Now it's time for the likes and dislikes. I'm going to start with the dislikes first, and that I would say there's not many of them. And sometimes the menu is, I wouldn't say it's difficult to maneuver through, but it's not as intuitive as some scopes out there. And when I'm talking about some scopes, I'm talking about scopes that are more expensive. So it's not really fair to judge it against these, the Rattlers, because, some of those scopes are twice as expensive or, 3 times as expensive in some cases. So it's not really a fair comparison. But, other than the menu, there's one of the things that I didn't care for is that if you wanted to bring up the picture-in-picture display, you have to go into the full menu instead of there being like a quick button on there to switch over to picture-in-picture. So you have to go into full menu to turn it on. These are minor things. But the likes, there's a laundry list of likes. This thing's small, lightweight. You don't hardly feel it on the rifle. It doesn't add a lot of weight to the rifle. It's not a big footprint on the rifle. You could take this off and easily use it as a monocular or a buddy scope, whatever you want to do. This thing is just so lightweight, and I know a lot of people that use these as monoculars when they're not hunting. I would say the picture image is a very big positive. For $1,900 or $2,000 and for $2,500, both optics have a very good picture image. I know, as you can tell by the video that you're seeing, which is great, man. We're getting better optics at more affordable prices with a lot more features. It is a good time to be in the market for a night vision or thermal optic, especially these Rattlers. I would say the overall my overall like of this thing is going to be the ease of use of being able to have everything that I need with the button layouts right up here on top. It's very easy to find at night. You got your power button, which is really far away from the rest of the buttons. The focus knobs on here are really easy and easy to use during at night, being able to adjust those at night. If you're looking to get into an optic between $2,000 and $3,000, and you're trying to decide which Rattler is right for you, give us a call. But I'm going to tell you, if you're hunting with the Rattler TS25, you're probably going to be hunting in primarily the 50 to 100 yard range, hog hunting or coyote hunting under 100 yards. Now you can shoot over 100 yards, but most of the time you want to hunt with and not have to use your magnification that much. You're going to want to keep it on the base magnification as much as you can. The TS 35, I would say 100 to 200 yards scope is what you're going to want to keep this under. So a lot of coyote hunters out that range, a lot of people that hog hunt that are hunting over feeders that are 100 yards away. That might be a good optic for you, but we can dial that down and get make the best suggestion for you if you reach out and give us a call. So we appreciate you watching. Thank you for tuning into the HansETX show and finding these reviews like you do. And also thank you for checking out the podcast. I'm going to say it one more time, outdoorlegacygear.com, 877-350-1818. This has been the full review of the Rattler TS25 and TS35. Very good scopes for the money. Lot of demand for these things right now, but inventory is getting better. If you're watching this show right now, it's May 2nd, 2021. We have started to get more and more inventory. They're starting to roll in a little bit better, but that doesn't mean, in 6 months it may be completely different. It may be out and back ordered for a long time, but the best thing to do is, once you decide, is to give us a call and we'll get you taken care of. So we'll thank y'all. Thank y'all for joining us. We'll see you soon. And we're going to get back to some hunting videos as soon as we get some more of these reviews. We got a lot of reviews coming up. We got the new Envision Halos coming up. We got the Pulsar Thermion 2s, the XP50s, all the Thermion 2s we're going to be reviewing on this channel. Getting video through the scope, hunting and killing pigs with them, everything, as you know we always do. But We'll see y'all next week. Stay safe in fields. Keep making them bacon pancakes.